What's up, everybody? It's a Friday edition of the Ysn Power Hour. DJ Oakley here, Paul Munson there. You've got the Cowboy there, and Max Solo with his carbonite getting ready right down there. So, gentlemen, how are we today? First off, Cowboy Thompson, welcome back to the show. I think this is your second appearance in all of the days, taking Jamie's place. So, what's with the Cowboy get up this morning or this afternoon?
Well, woke up feeling dangerous, if I'm being honest. Got a basketball game, 6 o'clock. Cheney versus Mooney. Got to rock the Cowboys, but don't worry. I brought my Holy Bible as well. Kind of represent Mooney, so I'm going to even it out.
You couldn't get a Cardinal? You brought a Bible?
Call him Mr. Props.
I figured the Bible, would relate a little bit more than just the Cardinal.
I love it. How about you, Max? Max Solo, how's your day going?
Shitty.
Never mind. I shouldn't even ask.
Yeah, don't open that door.
No, we're going to leave that door slam shut. Months, how are you?
It's a Friday. It's a good Friday. I'm doing good.
It's not Good Friday, is it?
Someone say Good Friday.
Good Friday. It's not Good Friday. It's a Good Friday.
Months is taking his Holy War thing real serious.
Yeah.
Well, I want to wish you guys a happy National Puzzle Day. Not a puzzle guy per se. As a matter of fact, the girls have these new puzzles that they're like in books, and they're driving me crazy because they can't do them on their own, or they choose not to, I should say. They ask for help, and you end up doing the whole puzzle by yourself, and then they just turn the page, and the whole puzzle falls out. So I've got a beef with puzzles, but my question to you is, on National Puzzle Day, are you puzzle people? And if you are, what's the biggest and best puzzle you've ever solved? Months? We'll start with you.
Not a puzzle guy.
Okay, next, Cowboy.
I'm not much of a puzzle guy. I tried to do a map of the entire world. I got about a quarter of the way through, and I just stopped. Never tried it again.
Did you start with North America at least?
Yeah. And
that a boy.
I kind of figured out going through the ocean was going to be freaking impossible, so I just scrapped it all.
Mac, how about you? Puzzle guy?
Yeah, but not the puzzle you think. I'm more of like a Tomb Raider type of puzzle, like in a video game where they kind of have you have to figure things out and you don't really have much to go on. So you're trying to figure these old tombs out, and it's kind of neat.
You mean like Easter eggs? Isn't that what they're called?
I guess today they would probably call them more of an Easter egg, but we're a little bit oldies. We're old heads, so we still call them puzzles.
Old heads. Puzzles are stupid, says Paige. Do Legos count as a puzzle?
Hey, do you know what else is stupid? Baker Mayfield's stupid for what he said yesterday. Shut up. Stay off of Twitter.
What'd he do?
Somebody said the Browns should consider. This was a Browns fan base said that they should consider taking in Deshaun Watson, and Baker Mayfield decided to say, "You Browns fans are something else." Word for word, you Browns fans. Not like, hey, you're la ha ha, nothing like you Browns fans are something else.
Is he back on your list?
Back on?
Oh, you loved him for a couple weeks. Don't even go there. He was a poster on your wall for a couple weeks.
I said it was hard to root against him because he's a Browns, number one. And I said the other thing is hard to complain about it because he's winning a playoff game.
You're not a fan of him now? You back on that bandwagon, the hater?
I think let's be fair. I'm the captain of that bus.
I don't know, man. I think you sold your seat. Do we have to go back to the tape? Do we have to go find the tape on this?
But if you're going to tell me I get Deshaun Watson, all day.
Did you see what the Texans said today?
I don't care what they
said. No interest in moving Deshaun Watson. Guess what? The dude's going to rot in Texas.
Okay.
I said some of these Browns fans are something else. Baker is the best to ever touch a pig's kid. Never forget it.
He must be he must have like a barn full of pigs and slapping them in the back.
My goodness. All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Let's get right to the rundown. And let's get to why some people might be dressed up a little bit differently tonight, trying to promote themselves. So when I was back in sales in my former life, if you will, there was 3 things that got people to get excited. It's money, it's time off, and it's food. And I thought, you know what, to start the year, we've had a really good month, 300,000 views. Let's get going with these announcers. Let's put some money on the line and say whoever gets the highest ratings between Friday and Saturday gets $100. The split with, if it's a one-man band, he keeps the $100. If it's a team, they split the $100. Whatever it is. So Jamie, the professor of promotion and props, is gonna do a little bit of cowboy swag. Are you wearing that to the game?
Well, I was thinking about it, and I'm kind of on the fence right now. I don't know how they would react if I walked in with a cowboy hat on with the Sherpa jacket. I'm definitely gonna have to think about it.
If you do, please have somebody take a picture. Maybe take a picture with the entire team.
Kate said if you wear a Cowboys hat to the Mooney game, she's calling all her Mooney people to come up and talk to you, have a conversation with you.
Hey, we're still in a COVID world, okay? Can't just come up to our announcers.
Listen, you do that, Casey will be very impressed, and he'll take care of you. Don't worry.
Casey always takes care of us.
And Casey's a big guy, so nobody's going to come screw with you. You wear it.
And there's nobody there, right? It's just
yeah. There's hardly any fans. They're kind of spread around all out the crowd. I don't even know who they're letting in, who they're not.
Here's what I'll do to add on to it, James, to give you a little bit of a leg up if you're going to do this. Go there, take a picture with both teams or together with the teams, put it on Facebook. We'll put it on Facebook, and every time it gets a hit, every view, I'll add that to your stats.
Incentive.
There's incentive for you.
That is incentive right there. I don't know, man.
But will Mooney take a picture with him with a cowboy hat?
That's true. If I bring my Bible, they have to.
They have to.
That's in their code of conduct.
Look at this guy.
That's tough.
Ty popping in, fresh off the mattress.
Yeah. No, not today. Usually, but not today.
What do we got? Are the East Palestine aliens making their triumphant return? I heard words dress up. Yeah, we can go to break with the aliens here in a little bit. Anybody against that?
Nah.
See? I've got no problem. All right, let's get to the YSN rundown. First off, Ty, we have questions for you. Are you able to do a game tonight?
Maybe. I have to check. I have to give him one more call and see if I'd be able to or not.
That would be in Jefferson, so that would give us covered in Jefferson versus Poland, which I think would get you some nice views. But I was just explaining tonight, there's $100, a crisp. I don't really have it, so I'm just like we'll get the post-production guy to put a $100 bill in there. Crisp $100 bill on the line for the highest ratings between tonight and tomorrow. So if you get the highest ratings, $100 to you, my friend. So get those games in. Tonight, on the network, you know what? Why am I looking at the bad sheet? Let's just go to the regular sheet, maybe. Live games starting right now. Like, literally right now, you could have us on one screen and the EOWL tournament at Austintown Fitch on another screen. So make sure you get to that. At 5:30, we got some JV boys basketball, Edison and Toronto. 6 o'clock, tip-off. Cheney and Cardinal Mooney. Jamie not only has the advantage of maybe wearing the get-up, but he also gets the only game at 6 o'clock. So, ratings monster right there. Then at 7 o'clock, we've got Boardman versus Howland, Champion versus Liberty, Columbiana versus United, Crestview versus LeBray, East Liverpool versus Beaver Local, Edison versus Toronto Varsity, Gerard versus Struthers, Louisville versus Hoban, Salem versus Marlington, Ursuline versus Badger, Waterloo versus McDonald, and West Branch versus Minerva.
Waterloo McDonald. That's going to be a big one there, too. That's Anthony and Miller tonight.
Which one do you have, Paul?
I don't have any of them.
What, you get a Friday off?
I do.
Send your ass to Jefferson. Guess what, pal? We got games to cover. You're going to make me work on my birthday? You're going to Jefferson tonight.
No, not tonight.
You tell Carrie you got plans.
Yeah, at home.
Jeez, oh man. You go ahead and book me on my birthday and see what happens to you. See what happens to you.
Well, now that I know we have another announcer, I'll probably send that person there.
Yeah, you probably would. Ty, you just bailed out Munson, except for the people in cable.
If it's Salem next Friday, I'll send EB.
We're still going to need people to do games.
I know. We'll be all right.
We can't leave these people hanging. Because, you know why? And we'll get into this in just a second. But for more information for all the live games, all you got to do is go to ysnlive.com/live. It's right on our homepage. Click on it. It has all the information for tonight's matchups.
The one to go to is ysnlive.com/LaBray.
Do you have that tonight?
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So you can go on to ysnlive.com/live and then go
Bray.
tomorrow if you want to. Tonight, Crestview and LaBray, I think that's going to be a good game. Poe will not have that, will he? Does Poe have that? Who has that game?
Larry's got four guys out still. Tomorrow, some of the guys come back.
So here's one thing we got to talk about. We did our fair share of combative efforts with the OHSAA in the fall. For people out there right now, I just want you to recognize we gave almost $19,000 to the OHSAA just for the opportunity and pleasure of doing the games. On top of that, naturally, we committed to our schools around here $30,000. So we're in for about we're in for about 50 grand in the fall for shelling out money for games. We got information passed along to us earlier this week that the OHSAA will be charging $125 per basketball game in the tournament. Per basketball game.
Disgusting.
The frustrating part about all this is the limited fans, naturally, and we're going to be shut out. Like, we can't, from a business standpoint, we're not able to put together $12,000 to $15,000 for the first round of the basketball tournament to do this. And we have sponsors. It's not feasible. It's not feasible to put another almost as much as we did for the entire football tournament in basketball for the first round, because we have boys and girls. And that's the thing. We will not cover boys without covering the girls as well, because it's just not fair. And that's not how we play. So we are going to have to make some tough decisions. We got two options. We can not cover them at all, or we can go back to the pay-per-view model for basketball and do like $10 a day, and you can watch whatever games you want. And I know that there's a lot of people that are frustrated because they're hard up for money too. But we're going to have to answer some questions, and I'm completely prepared to do so. But I think that the OHSAA has completely stepped over the boundaries here for $120, like $50 a game. Okay, it sucks, but that's respectable. $125? I don't know. Just not my cup of tea. So we've been trying to kind of think back, backstage about this and talk about it amongst ourselves. What do you guys want to do? One thing we won't do is we're not going to allow parents to pay for games, on one-offs for schools, because then it just doesn't look right. It's not professional. It doesn't look good for us, because it looks like we're choosing one over the other. Coach Seidel says the OHSAA strikes again. When does it end? OHSAA looking out for themselves. It's exactly. I mean, we've been supported by great sponsors this winter. And you talk about WRS Wealth Advisors. You talk about everybody, top to bottom, Baird Brothers, Joe Dickey Electric. You can go on and on and on. That's for the regular season. And then when we have an additional cost of $12,000 for the first round, $6,000 for the second round, $3,000 for the come on. Would you want to put $20-some thousand into just tournament play?
That'd be tough. That's really tough.
I mean, I don't even know. To me, you don't even have to justify this decision. This is an easy one. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, it is what it is here. Anybody that's in the same shoes as you, or the people you speak to about making decisions for YSN, would come to this decision 100,000% of the time.
I'm with Coach right here. Jerry would never have pulled this. I mean, that's just ridiculous. There's grandparents that are not able to see their kids play because they're not allowed in. There's no tickets, right? And then to say, yeah, you know what, $125 and we'll let you stream it. It's $100 to do delayed. Because I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, we can just delay it. You know, we'll do it live and then we'll post it later. I'm only saving $25 a game. It's unfortunate. Cowboy, what are you thinking down there, Slick?
I mean, I'm not really the financial guy, but I can tell you it's a damn shame, you know, especially for obviously all the seniors. Postseason, it's huge, man. This is a chance where everything kind of levels out. It's a whole new season. You get to kind of restart, and especially coming from, you know, a Cheney perspective as of today. They won districts last year. They didn't get to play St. B's, a team they really wanted to in that next round. They were the district runner-up in their first year back as a freaking school. And this year, they are just as good. I mean, they're 5-5 right now. They played some of the top teams around the area. So they are literally just drilling it in, getting ready for the postseason. And it sucks that with the limited fans, not everyone's going to be able to experience that, because as a player, you want to get out there. You want everyone to see all the hard work that you put in.
I'm just going to say this. We said it before when the tournament ended. Cheney, as far as I'm concerned, state champs. They weren't beat. So there's an asterisk by it, but who knows?
I mean,
Ty.
Cheney and East can't even have fans in their stadium to begin with.
No, which is why there's heavy emphasis on us covering their games. I mean, let's call it right there. I mean, our cards are on the table. There's nobody allowed in, so everybody wants us to cover those games, and as well as they should. Ty, your thoughts?
I mean, it baffles me that OHSA tries to pride themselves on being this for-student and nonprofit organization when it seems like they're completely hypocritical and do the exact opposite of that by running up prices for a playoff game and basically blocking out, like you said, grandparents and families of these students that aren't able to be there in person, blocks them out completely from able to see whatever their niece, their nephew, their grandson, granddaughter, whatever relation they are to these kids. It blocks them out from seeing the game, and it's all about the dollar sign at the end for this non-profit for student organization. That the OHSAA tries to pride themselves on being. It seems like it's completely opposite of that. And I mean, like Jamie said, I mean, not a financial guy, but I mean, the only thing you did what you can do, DJ. You leave it up to the fans if they want to do a pay-per-view scheme. If you can get enough people that jump on board for that, that's about the only thing you can do. Other than that, I mean, you know, hands are tied right now, and that's kind of just OHSAA backing us into a corner, saying, you got to do that.
The thing that's frustrating is, from a pay-per-view standpoint, at least we were able to give money back to the schools, you know, in the fall. This is purely to cover our cost. You know what I mean? Because one game might get, or I guess if we don't do it by game, you do it by the night. But I hate passing the buck to the consumer all the time. You know, it's just.
And then you got to hope it gets covered. I mean, if not, you're in the red, and then now all of a sudden you're. You know,
it's exactly what it is, though. Like I said, they backed us into a corner, and they basically are like, you have these two avenues, and both of them, they suck. I mean, it is what it is.
Mac, Coach Seidel says you look ready to yell. You ready to go? You ready to just have at it?
I mean,
I'll give you the floor.
I just think they're scumbags, man. I mean, this is a joke. This is a way that they're able to legally create a monopoly and push everybody out. I don't know how businesses can do this when we have set foundations throughout the country to basically not allow this. And the idea that they're only letting the Spectrum basically cover the entire state of Ohio, okay? The entire state of Ohio for one game a night. Not like, hey, we're going to do 7, 10, 25. One game a night they cover, okay? When local districts like Youngstown and probably the Toledo and all across the state could have somebody like a YSN cover them, no, we're not going to allow it. It's just simply mind-blowing to me. It's just, I mean,
it's disappointing too, because you look at, especially this year, last year the girls were all the way to the regionals or semifinals, and your boys were in the regionals, and COVID happens and they shut down, so they lost the back end of their season. Everybody's had such crazy schedules, whether it's fall or now winter time, and everything's going on with, like we said, limited fans and everything. You'd think they'd be a little sympathetic to that and go, well, listen, whatever fans can come in the door, we're going to make money off of that ticket. Let's reduce the cost a little bit to these companies who might want to do something and help those other fans out there. Instead, they see, well, no, those are people we can't get in the door, and that's money that we're going to lose. So we're going to screw these people and run the price up on them. So if they do try to broadcast it, at least we make some money there for the people who can't get to the door. Again, like we've all said, that's scumbag. It's like you've got all these people who can't go watch family because of a virus that's out there, and you're going, show me the money. One way or another, we're going to get your money. So
I mean, to me, the only way to like fix this, to remedy this, is it's up to basically the parents. And here's why I say that, because it's the parents who are going to have to deal with it. One, but we all know when a bunch of parents, as coaches, and Paul will agree to this, when parents come together and they have a plan to basically go to the school and say, hey, figure this out. We need somebody there to watch. We want to watch our damn kids. You're not letting us into games. Somehow that gets the buck moving a little bit, and the schools kind of either push back against OSHA or they find a way to get those games covered. So that would be the only option that you have going forward for the playoffs.
And like Paul said too, I mean, talk about like this being like OHSAA's like one chance to like kind of redeem after screwing all those kids out of the playoffs last year and not being able to continue with it. This is like your one chance to kind of redeem that. And you just you completely go the same route of just caring about the money. And I agree with Billy Mack wholeheartedly. Like that's what the parents need to kind of like you said, unite and go to the school and start questioning this. Like why is this not allowed? And that's the only way that you're going to be able to get OHSAA to listen, because if their dollar signs are at stake, then they're going to start listening.
Here's what pisses me off the most. We talk about, okay, well, if they're going to make money hand over fist if they do streaming. Nobody else does what we do, right? Nobody else. I've asked for frequency discounts. I've asked for bulk rates. We're covering better part of 50 teams, right? So you look at that and you multiply that a lot of times by 2 in basketball season, and you sit there and you go, man. And then you get to the point where you're like, okay, I really hope this team matches up against this team, and they're both YSN schools, so that way we can basically cut our cost in half. But it doesn't always happen. And not that I'm saying that it's rigged, but I feel like the OHSAA just goes, well, they paid it during football season. They'll sure as hell pay it during basketball season. And at some point, we as a company, and I'm not saying me, I'm just the guy that is the face that has to make the decisions. We talk about it, we draw a line in the sand, and we go, no, we're done. You're done dipping your hand into our pocket, because at some point we want to give the money back we want to sponsor baseball teams. We want to sponsor golf outings. We want to all these things that we want to give money back. Oh, by the way, we've got to pay our guys. We've got to make sure that we have enough money to pay the people that are going to do these games and keep the lights on. Do you think the OHSAA loses sleep at night thinking about YSN keeping the lights on? No.
Nope.
No, they don't care. They don't lose sleep at night thinking about how do we get – the one guy, and he's already been brought up in this conversation, that lost sleep about getting games played is Jerry Snodgrass.
Yep.
Who, by the way, was a strong supporter of the network because of what we stood for and the way we did things and do things. I think that and I'm not saying that they're trying to blacklist us, but I'm saying that there is some serious greed going down in Columbus. I'd love to have a conversation. And I just spit. Sorry. I'd love to have a conversation with the team down there and ask them, where does that $125 go per game?
Probably in his
doesn't go-
pocket,
it
which is
doesn't
why
go-
he'll be in jail in 5 years.
It doesn't go back to the school. You know, if it goes to the school, I'll happily pay the $125. But the school would never do that to us because of what we already do for them. So, a little bit of frustration. I know that was a little bit of a tangent for us, not exactly how we wanted to spend the better part of 30 minutes, but people got to know. People have to understand some of the decisions that we have to make now because the tournament was actually moved up a week. Do you hear about that?
Yep. Yeah, girls start their tournament on the 17th. First round game starts on the 17th for the girls.
To comment, yeah, that was kind of the comment I was looking at. Didn't they kind of do? We tried doing that with football, and then they said unless we were students, that we would still have to pay full price for
Unless
it.
it was directly through the students or the actual school, like going to the school webpage, can't do it. So it's been unbelievable. Business is business. Parents, families, athletes will just have to understand. Yes.
If we dig that hole now, then it sacrifices the regular season going forward for next year. And I mean, just being able to have the funds to keep going. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we did it last year. We cut it short with basketball because it was high last year. It was $100 a game last year, and this year, it's in the middle of a pandemic, they boosted it.
Yeah. Because they know they're not getting the people walking through the doors. So they.
Bye, Felicia.
Good point, Paul.
Paul's like Schefter right now, man. He's blowing up.
He is blowing up. Mom,
face.
Paul, is it?
Somebody get him a computer. Well, can we get Paul a computer? Anybody?
I'm not the tech guy.
I got a computer sitting like 10 feet from me. That says YSN all over it. Get him a computer. Now you can't even hear him.
He had a computer. He's on his phone. He's trying to dial up.
Look at this guy. I bet they can't hear me. Let me hit this.
This never ends well because you don't think that it starts being like, well, they can't hear me anyway, and he said something.
F-bomb.
We're gonna take a break. When we come back, still a lot of stuff to talk about, including, but not limited to, a bettor places $2.3 million on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Would you do it? Also, Ken Griffey Jr., we talked about him a little bit last week. He's tasked with helping youth baseball development. Is this a strong move by Major League Baseball? Also,
Big move.
It is a big move. YSN Sideline Store is open. 25% off for 30 days with a code SPIRIT21. We're going to introduce you to that and a lot more, as well as your G. Burbick Farms, What's Your Beef. All that and more when we come back right here on the YSN. I hate this cough, dude. I can't.
YSN Live! Come back and see us after the break.
Power Hours.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience and comprehensive wealth strategy, we assist our clients attain their goals. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit wrswealthadvisors.com. Good luck, athletes.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Erin Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
There it is. And welcome back to the Ysn Power Hour. DJ Yoakley with you, along with a few of my friends. You know what? I can't wait to tell you about these things. Like, I'm so excited. Got these in the mail yesterday. I'm ready to go.
All right. Jamie, you joked about me being Adam Scheffler.
Schefter.
Schefter, sorry.
Schefter, Betos, chill out.
Whatever. I hate to break it to you. Breaking news. Cheney Mooney is canceled tonight due to a couple positive COVID tests.
Hat comes off, it's over. Hey, Jamie, there's a nice trip up to Jefferson waiting you right now, buddy.
There's 2 trips out there. There's 2 trips out there, James. Camel in Newton Falls or Jefferson in Poland.
You have to give me some time to think it over.
All right, he's so depressed right now.
Don't worry, Newton
That
Falls
was
will
his
cover it on their
chance, too.
Facebook page.
Yep. I just got the breaking news from the AD that they were done. So.
I mean, that was a premier matchup, too. The $100 was practically halfway in his hand already to start the night.
Oh, he was promoting it.
Yeah, like he was
I know, I took the damn things out. Oh my god. Well,
My heart goes out to you, brother.
That's the worst part is there's nowhere else. Paul, keep your head size small. See, that hat still fits. Paul did such a good job of getting these games locked in that there's nowhere to go. You got 2 options.
Yep.
Sorry, James.
Yeah. That's all right.
You can always just go show up
like,
at the EOWL and take credit for that one. Just start announcing wrestling.
You won the viewership rating then if you count the wrestling one.
All I'm saying is the wrestling's gonna win.
Wrestling always gets a bunch of viewership.
I think I checked at the break and they were already over 1,000. They've been on for what time is it? 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, RKO out of nowhere.
Jamie, just pick one. I think my mom's got a crush on you. Is what's going on, Jamie? Like everybody in the world has a crush on you. You got Munson's wife,
yes,
Munson's kids, and now my mom. Like my wife's not allowed to watch the show when you're on it because there's a sexual advisory warning.
Yeah, and the cowboy hat didn't make it any better today. So
yeah, you're giving all kinds of dreams to women all over the planet with your cowboy hat.
It's my Kevin Costner vibe. That's what's going on here.
Is that what it is?
His Yellowstone vibe.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about some sports before things get too rowdy up in here. Okay, you got all the money in the world, $2.3 million you put on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nobody's happier than Vegas right now. I can tell you that because I think they said 90% of the money right now is on Kansas City until this came in. Would you put that amount of money on Tampa Bay as a 3.5-point underdog?
How much do you win?
I think it's 115. So you'd win what? 4, 6. Jamie's the math guy. What's 115% of $2.3 million?
So would it be
5?
I think you'd win 2,645,000. Am I right in that?
You're asking me?
I think so. I think
I'm
that's
just gonna start making up numbers too. Like I'm just gonna start making it up.
So you get almost. I mean, you get double your money plus some naturally because it's 115%. But
yeah,
like that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to put down.
You bet 2.3 and take home close to 5.
And you said 3.5-point favorite or underdogs for
underdogs. They're dogs.
That's too close for me, man. If it was something outrageous, I would. I don't know, man, because I feel like it's going to be a close game either way. But
I can't. I'm not betting this game. I'm just not going to do
I
it.
wouldn't. It's literally a toss up for me. I don't know. I really don't know.
I sit there and I'll say I can't bet against Tom Brady. I never will again. To me, he's the greatest of all time. I know it's up for debate, but on the other side, I go, well, I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. There's no way. You just the things you don't do.
Yeah, one of the
Who's
best
that guy
matchups.
that like owned like a big mattress company down south in like was it Texas or something that like
He did it last year, didn't he?
yeah, bet like just ridiculous amounts of money on his team to win.
Well, I mean, the mattress game's for real. I mean,
Can we talk about how this is just an average bet for Mayweather? Like Mayweather does this every weekend.
No, because that's not like I'm saying you, normal person, Billy Mack Solo. You've got, let's say you got $5 million in the bank. You putting half of that on the Bucks or the Chiefs at this point?
No. You're going to spend
what the
half
lines
your
are.
bill on one game?
It depends on what the lines are, man.
The whole year I've said too, I can't bet against the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going all the way, but I've never bet against Tom Brady before. So
I would have a hard time betting against Tom Brady in this scenario. I mean, I really would.
I can't. I got this story halfway out of my mouth when I was talking to my wife, and she goes, "Don't even think about it." And I was like, I wasn't, but and then she's like, shut me down. Like she won't even listen.
But there's also stories. There's these there's the conspiracy stories, of course. But when
like
one
the
team
NFL's
is
rigged,
just,
when somebody puts on Facebook, NFL's rigged.
I'm just talking about Vegas. So when one team goes out and is getting hugely bet on, there's a conspiracy that somebody comes in and dumps in at least half of the money that has been bet on the other team on the opposite team.
Like somebody's
Just to
doing it on
even out
purpose
money.
to try to even it out?
Yeah, like they're involved with Vegas or certain casinos that somebody will go in and put a bunch of money on the other team to even the lines out. Otherwise, the line, if one team's getting bet on heavy, the line's going to change. And Vegas doesn't want the line to change. They want the
She's
line to stay
giving
the same.
him up to $999 to bet in the house is what she's saying.
I would do $1,000 bet because the line's close enough that I mean I could use $1,000. I could do some stuff with $1,000. Pay a couple bills, but man, like you don't have the warm and fuzzies. But usually the warm and fuzzies are when I lose bad, like when the Steelers play the Browns in the playoffs. Like I didn't even see the first play of the game whenever they fumbled. I got a text message from Quinn with an LFG on it. I knew it wasn't good. So nobody here would put $2.3 million. How much would you put on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now and feel good about it?
About 450.
450?
$100.
I'd say 50.
Yeah, I'm right around like that $50 to $100 range. I would not bet too much on this if I were to bet. Right
See, to me, if you're going to bet $50, you're wasting your time. If you're only going to bet $50, you're just wasting your time.
Listen to the high roller over here.
Hey man, I mean, I just want to tell you, see if I can.
Like you're talking about that warm. Like most people when they gamble, like it's you're sitting in front of the TV going like the barstool stuff where they're like, "Come on, Tom Brady, you son of a go!" Like you don't get that feeling when it's a $50 bet. It's like, oh yeah, I want $50. Like I lost $50. It's not a big deal.
Paul won't even allow a freshman to have a Pop-Tart. There will be no betting.
What is there seniority in your classroom to buy?
Yes, no freshman.
No, anybody can buy as long as they have money. Nobody can run a tab if they're a freshman.
Look at Seidel. $1,000.
Attaboy. We're
Oh,
going
the
to Vegas. Seidel, when we going to Vegas?
I would all day. Let's go. Life is too short. And there's your 2 is too short too. There's an extra O in there, Jeff.
I just want to say real quick. Yeah, I looked it up on, what is this, actionnetwork.com. My projection on how much he would win was correct. So, I'm going to throw that out there real quick. That quick math was pretty freaking good. I know
That's why I hate when you're like, well, I don't, you are our math guy. Like, you
Well,
are
I mean-
an engineer.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You could put me and Jamie on a show together. He's the math whiz. I got the memory, and then throw on some Doctor Who music.
Matt, Bezos, and Emil, all in Vegas. Put it on the board.
You might as well just have a one-way trip, dude.
We're reincarnating the Hangover.
There's no coming back from that. Mac Vegas wouldn't survive us. Get permission from Kate, and we will do it.
Coach Seidel over here acting like he's coaching the USC Trojans and not the Sebring Trojans with all the money he's willing to throw down. What the hell's going on right now?
Don't worry about it, Ty. Don't worry about it. We're in Youngstown, baby.
Betos is ready to go. If you think Betos gets in trouble for sneaking around the hallways of Boardman, what do you think would happen with Betos in Vegas?
He would die.
You'll never know.
Billy Mack left me a cat. I don't know what. I don't know how to get out of here. It was not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like some kind of circus show, and there were things just all over the place that I was really nervous about. There's all these smoke shows all over, and they're on trapeze. This is not a strip club. This is it says Cirque du Soleil, and I don't know what that means. I think it's French for strip club. There was no clowns. Bunch of I kept looking for elephants. There's no elephants here. Here's the trick. I thought I was going to go and see a circus, and I saw a bunch of naked ladies. Not what I was expecting. I went down the strip, and first off, the strip is not what you think it is. And then I saw 3 guys that looked like Matt Stafford. All of them. They look like Matt Stafford. And I said, hey, Matthew. Because his name's not Matt. It's Matthew. Ysn Power Hour Super Bowl special live from the sportsbook at the Bellagio. All right, Seidel, taking all of us there. Man, I can't wait. The Sebring Booster Club paying for us to go to Vegas. I'll go flip the hat right now. Where is it? Right there's my Sebring hat. That it's on display every day. I'll go wear my Sebring hat right now. We'll go to Vegas. We will have. At some point, we will be on the road, and we will go to major. Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Boardman, Ohio, it is the man himself.
I don't want this slander on me for the last few weeks, boys. I don't deserve this. Okay, I don't deserve it. It's not my fault that I'm better than you. Nana, boo-boo, stick all your heads in doo-doo.
What are you doing right now, Jeff?
I am dust mopping the floor. That is what I am doing. I am dust mopping the floor, making sure, the school is safe for the kids. That's what we're here for the kids. Okay?
Mask up.
No mask ups. Actually, yeah, no, whoa. It takes all of us. Mask up, save lives. All right, mask up, save lives.
Better than all of us right now. His head literally looks like an egg right now. I don't understand.
I hate the angle that he was at. I don't like that.
I got a haircut, and I didn't realize. I'm probably going to stop getting a haircut for the rest of my life because, Jesus, I am balding quicker than Paul.
Wow.
Paul balded quickly. I'm balding quicker because I have no hair. It's terrible. I'm all forehead.
Well, the place to cut your hair is right here, Jeff. They're a sponsor.
It was a good time. Hold on. I got to go for a second. I just got to go for a second. No, keep talking because this is great conversation. Clean out this garbage can. Hold on. Watch out. No, I'm just sweeping up my dirt. You can't leave it in the classroom. Teachers get mad. They think you get COVID or something. COVID's not. Never mind.
Yeah.
So, everyone go tomorrow. Hammer YSN Live /LeBray. Watch me and the 18 Billy Mack back together. After Billy, I don't like you either right now, okay? I'm sorry that my friends got engaged and I got to go to an engagement party. It's not my fault. It only happens once or 6 times in your life. That's all.
Here's his friend, right? He goes, my friend. So, if somebody here got engaged, we would know about it weeks, months, whatever, right? He tells me Friday.
By the way,
I'll be there Saturday.
No.
He tells me 12 hours before, like he didn't know about it for 3 weeks.
Are you done?
When did they get engaged, Jeff? Do you remember?
They got engaged. They went down to Tennessee I don't know, about 2 weeks ago they got engaged. And I didn't know about the engagement party until like Thursday night. That's when I knew. It's not my fault. Mr. Max Solo. Jesus.
Like, Paul, how much profit do you think you'd lose in snacks if Jeff was cleaning South Range when teachers weren't there?
I would steal Paul's snacks every single day.
Hey,
those Pop-Tarts are mine.
Ty, to your point, I come in every day and there's a stack of 4 quarters, $1 on my desk. So at some point, somebody does come in and they get something to drink or a snack, and they leave money every single night. So credit to them.
He counts his inventory and he goes hunting for heads at the beginning of each day.
He doesn't know what our announcers' names are, but damn it, he knows the inventory of Sunny Delights he has in his fridge.
I'd come in and my floor would look like this, right there. Empty boxes just thrown everywhere if Jeff was in my room.
Well, no, that's not true. I do a really good job at my job, Paul, so suck it. I'm better than you. Sorry. There's no boxes on the floor in this room.
Hey, while we have you both on here, I want to get your thoughts on this graphic right here. All right, you ready?
Talk to me.
The real A-team, not critically acclaimed announcer. Emmy Award winners, Betos and Billy start with a B for a reason. They are the B team. A+ for effort, the true A team. Academy Award winning announcers. I quit scouting because I just listened to what these guys say. Some coach.
Billy, you want to go ahead and go first, Big Cat?
Some things just, listen, when you're at the top, everybody wants to be you. They're coming for you. That's basically all I got to say about that.
Get up, Billy. No, you keep going, Billy. Hold that line, Billy.
Jeff's got him up.
I do. I got to kick. This teacher's really, she's a beautiful lady. Nice person. Never mind. Can't say it.
Jesus.
She's nice. I said she's a nice lady. She's really is.
Breaking news: Jeff Bezos has been fired.
Nah, they won't do that.
What do we got? Mop cam going right now?
You want mop cam? Do you want mop cam? Because it's not very pretty. I'm trying to do this with one hand and talk at the same time. Usually it does not end well for me.
Yeah, just do what you do there, man.
All right, let's talk about this real quick while we have a chance, because it is, a sports show.
Hi, everybody.
Ken Griffey Jr. tasked with helping youth baseball development. Do you think that this is a 5-star move by Major League Baseball? Billy, you're the biggest KG fan there is. Talk to us.
Yeah, I think this is huge. For years, baseball just hasn't been able to figure out how to get into the black community. I mean, it's their worst thing that they can do. Is normally every year they just try to throw a bunch of money into inner cities and expect something to come about it, but nothing really comes for it. So you're going to get one of the most famous baseball players of all time, Hall of Famer, the kid, Ken Griffey Jr. He's gonna do some really cool things. I mean, he was an icon when we were growing up. All kinds of kids loved him. Didn't matter what color you were, black, white, green, purple. They loved him. And I think this is a huge deal for Ken Griffey Jr. and for Major League Baseball.
Do you think that the other leagues kind of copy this down the road? I mean, I can see LeBron falling into a role like this because he likes his Ken Griffey Jr.
I would be willing to bet that other leagues have done this already before. It's not like baseball to kind of come up with an idea all by themselves.
That's a great point. Great point. Jamie, do you like the idea of Ken Griffey Jr. trying to get more kids out there involved with baseball?
I do. Doesn't really matter. Kind of like Billy said a little bit. It doesn't matter what color you are. Baseball really is for everybody. It's a beautiful game. You can be tall, you can be short, you can be a little bit bigger or scrawny. Like, there's a place for everybody, and it's a great sport. And kind of like you said, Ken Griffey Jr. is the perfect guy to bring on, even to get into kind of the inner city look. We know how good those players can be. I mean, just a couple years ago, had that team all from Chicago in the Little League World Series. Pierce Jones, he's playing for the White Sox now. Marquise Jackson, he's going to Oklahoma to play baseball. It could be really special. Hopefully Ken Griffey takes it and does what he can. I'm sure he will.
With a dynamic view on this topic, we go back to our mop extraordinaire, Jeff Betos.
Oh,
Jeff?
It's a great thing for baseball. It's always a good to see, like the 15th best baseball player of all time come out and reach his neck out. Oh, look at this.
I can only imagine
like
what
how
they
you-
do on the sideline at games.
Oh, it's hilarious.
That's just doing that to
it's
each other the whole time.
Jeff's got his skinny jeans on over there. talking to
15.
the story,
You
baby.
can't even name 15 people. 15 baseball players.
Both of them just on the sideline, just doing this.
Are
The whole
you
time.
saying I can't name 15 baseball players, Billy?
He's over here going,
Jameson Taillon.
Matthew Stafford. Hey, DJ, by the way, you're wrong on the fact that the Houston Texans came out and said they're not doing anything about Deshaun Watson. They're just really firm on what they're going to take for Deshaun. Just note that. They're not taking offers.
Note
for
that.
Deshaun.
Here's the trick. Here's what's really happening over there.
Yeah.
There you go. DJ's pulling up the quote that the GM literally said in the press conference. They have no intentions on
Well,
moving. the player.
he praises Jesus, okay? He's a Jesus kind of guy. And, okay? He praises Jesus, all right?
Inside Texas, the Texans locker room, Jeff Bezos with the inside.
Well, it's not
report.
me. It's
You're
not
talking
me.
about the wrong guy you heard on the McAfee show today. He's talking about Casero, the actual GM.
Well, hey,
Let's just say the Texans GM, Nick Casero, isn't exactly racing to satisfy Deshaun Watson's demands. Quote, "We have zero interest in trading Deshaun."
what do you think he wanted to say?
Unquote.
I mean,
gonna
he's
trade him
going
for
to
Matthew
say that. He's going to say that anyway.
Yeah, they're going to trade him for Matthew Stafford, and that's how it's going to be.
Oh my gosh.
You would love him in Pittsburgh country.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
Jeff, it's been real fun. Thanks for coming into the show today.
Shut up, Billy. Bill, you're so mean to me. Jesus. Anybody want to do a game with me at LeBray tomorrow? I mean, at Gerard? It's not at LeBray.
You don't even know where you're going.
Yeah,
Or
we
have
do.
stuff. Like, you don't even know where you're going until yesterday, and you don't have your stuff.
I wish we could just put like you guys two, and then the rest of us are on the side.
Just watch.
Oh, I would destroy Billy.
In what way?
Hot dog eating contest.
He goes straight for the hot dog eating contest.
Hot dog eating contest. Better looking. I can go on. Better driver than Billy.
Please keep
Better
going. Please
golfer
go
than
on.
Billy. Better baseball player than Billy.
You said you were going to keep going.
Better
Why are you
pitcher.
stopping?
Better pitcher than I got a text message. Better pitcher than Billy. Better football player than Billy. Better basketball player than Billy. Better soccer player. Better hockey player. I can't skate. You might get me in hockey and track because I can't run or skate very well. But I could definitely do everything else.
He can't run very well, but he's
No,
going
I
to beat
can't.
you in all
He's
his
out
other
of breath
sports.
right now, just thinking. Look at that.
I'm,
The human moped over there.
hey, I'm just trying to get done so I can
Hey,
get out of here.
just Jeff, just so you know, Saturday when we do our game,
Yeah, but
when you point over and say, hey, pronounce this name,
not gonna happen. No, you got it. No, you got it.
you got
No,
it.
you good.
You got it.
No, you got it.
We're going to go with Daniel. Yep, Daniel. That's what we're going to go with today, guys. Number 13,
usually
Daniel.
yeah, that's okay. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? At least I know when my mic cuts out in a basketball game, and you just keep talking to yourself without knowing when the mic cuts out.
What are you talking about?
Billy knows what I'm talking about.
That was a technical issue that was unavoidable.
Well, no, maybe you should have paid more attention.
All right. The YSN Sideline Store has officially launched. Thanks to BSN for all their help of getting that thing launched. You, everybody out there, can get 25% off your entire order, off of everything, if you use code SPIRIT21. That's SPIRIT, like we've got Spirit. Yes, we do. We've got Spirit. How about you? And then you add
you pick that?
21. What?
Did you pick the code?
No.
It should have been like DJ 27. Should have been the code.
It would have been DJ 21, if anything.
You're 21 today, dude. Happy birthday, dude. Is it not your birthday?
3 hours
next
later.
Friday.
We're 3 hours later. We're gonna get a text. Oh, I know why. I know why you were 21. I get it.
No, I don't. I probably
All
won't.
right, just let this one fly, buddy. Let
right,
it
buddy.
fly. We love you.
We love you too.
Again, go to the YSN Sideline Store. The comments. I left a link in the comments earlier in the show, so go find that and go crazy, folks. Go crazy. Get all kinds of YSN gear. You've got several different logos to choose from. The one Billy has right there. You got the shield, the word mark, and some other ones. One that actually just says
Go buy the Power Hour. We want to flood the universe with Power Hour hoodies.
This is where you need to go for the Power Hour. You need to go to the Buckeye Shirt Company. Find them on Facebook. Find them on Twitter, Instagram. Nick does great work. Buy the Power Hour hoodie. We want to see it out in public. If you see it and you take a picture with the person on the Power Hour, maybe you'll get a YSN t-shirt. We'll throw in for you as well. So I think that'll be cool. So, all right, it's time for the G. Burbick Farms. What's your beef / what's your filet? Let's go with Jeff, so maybe he'll leave. Jeff, go ahead.
Beef today. The sole fact that I'm with Billy, the internet's terrible.
Moo.
Oh my
beef.
God. Here we go. Shut up, Billy. It's not your turn, dude. My beef's just with the internet. It's terrible. I haven't been.
Beef.
Oh my God. You know, Billy, your mom and dad drop you on your head when you were a little kid? They didn't just drop you on your head. Is that why you're stupid?
Ty, you really not going to own up to that one? Ty's not going to own up to that? That was Ty the whole time, Jeff.
Was that? No, that was you, Billy.
See, you covering that me. It was Ty the whole time.
Yep.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Screw you, Ty. Sorry, Billy. I love you, man. You're my boy. No, my beef's just with the internet.
That was me.
I like beef.
I was willing to go with it too, but I knew Billy wouldn't be able to not take credit for that for dogging on Jeff. It wasn't
I like beef in my mouth. Moo.
We have derailed.
Well, that's what happens when I show up. It usually
Yes.
derails pretty dang quickly.
But it's always a good show. All right.
Yeah.
Your beef's with the internet. Why?
Just because I can't get online to play Xbox. Like, it's boring playing Xbox as normal Xbox. Like, okay? Like, I want to play a little bit of Assassin's Creed and cut people up. Like, that's what I want to do. I can't do it. Figure it out, the internet people that I have, too. Figure it out.
Thanks, Jeff. As
You're
always.
welcome. Everyone go buy the merch.
Paul, what's your beef or your filet?
My filet's easy. She touched on it earlier in the show. Mama Yoakley sent me this lovely hat. I actually have another one at home, and they fit nice. They're nice and soft. I do apologize to the Orlando area in Florida for the shortage of yarn that has happened. But
what's it say on the thing? The tag? Is it her tag?
Yeah, there's a tag on here. This one says "Made with Love."
Oh, usually it's knitworthy or not.
Well, it says knitworthy or not on the .com on the back, but on the front it says "Made with Love."
Look at that.
So, yes, she made it in the burgundy and gold, my lovely alumni colors here at South Range. And that is my filet to Mama Yoakley. I appreciate it. My wife appreciates the other one. She stole it already. So we have our hats from Mama Yoakley, and thank you very much.
Dial it up if you want a hat from Knitworthy or not. Mama Yoakley will come through. Ty, what is your beef or your filet live from the Ravenna Penitentiary?
Yeah,
it's gonna be simple for me. Filet, just entertaining watching Billy and Jeff argue and just being able to make the show today. I'm gonna use the rest of my time to give my beef to this guy up here because I feel like he's gonna have a big beef. So we'll let him cook it up today.
All right, the grill is hot. Jamie, go right ahead.
So ever since we kind of introduced beef or filet, I've been a huge filet guy. I've just had a kind of a positive outlook on life, but I got all hyped up for this Cheney Mooney game tonight. Battle for Youngstown. Made a graphic for it. What?
Sorry, hello.
Can we get Jeff out of here? I freaking hate this guy. Oh my God, Gato. But no, I like you, Jeff. I'm just playing. But hey, I mean, this it was set to be some good ratings. I was kind of thinking to myself, I was like, man, what am I going to do with this crisp $100? And I thought about it. I don't even want the money. I just want to beat everybody else. I just want to have higher ratings than everyone. That's what it's all about. Just wanted to whip all you guys up, let them know who the king is here. I'll get out my crown. But no, just upset. It just sucks. It really does suck, man. I mean, Cam Lawrence, Sherrod Taylor, Quincy Jones, those are three of the best seniors in the freaking area. And knowing that they're down right now, I'm sure a game they were going to get up for. I mean, it sucks for them. It just sucks for everyone.
Who was the school that had the positives? Mooney?
Cheney.
Cheney.
So they're down.
Oh.
They're down till February 8th.
It's not good for either school, but man, that sucks for. You said the 8th?
Yep, they are down till February 8th. That is what Casey told me.
Okay. Well,
And with them already starting late, they're already playing catch up too.
Yeah, I hope everybody's well, man. That sucks. Jamie, I'm sorry. If you want either one of those games, and I don't blame you if you don't, but if you want them, they're yours, okay? All right, Mac, I'm sure you've got a dynamite one here today. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I feel bad for Jamie, but first of all, I got to go back to his little king comment. Until you have a beer with me, you're a prince, buddy. Okay, so come have a beer with me, and then you can be called maybe, and you can enjoy the kingdom a little bit there. But yeah, my beef is the internet. Man, I really want to just put him right on blast because I was so mad at him. Finally got through. First thing they really wanted to do is GB was right. Well, hey, you want to just reset your thing, turn it off, and turn it back on? Okay, I'm not an idiot. I've been here before. I've been waiting for 2 hours to have you tell me to turn it off and turn it back on. You out of your mind. All right, so there's my beef. And then they tell me there's issues beyond belief in some way, in some fashion. They said we had 52 disconnects for no reason. Yeah, it's your internet. You tell me what's going on. It ain't on my end. Okay, so that's my beef.
Well played. Very well played. And beyond that, well played because you didn't actually use the name of the company. So I appreciate that. Here's one for you. Here's my fillet. And it's real simple. Here it is, right here. This is 85 handwritten letters with Post-it notes and invitations to join the Sebring football team. This is what coaching looks like. This is what coaching should always look like, is looking at your foundation, which is your 7th grade, 8th grade, 6th grade, getting it done. Coach Seidel, who is obviously a big fan of the show, a very good friend of mine, and a lot of the folks here on the Power Hour. 85 hand-addressed letters ready to go out to every boy in grades 8 through 11 about football with a personal Post-it inviting them to play on the letter. To get results, to be different, you have to do different things. And when you have a school the size of Sebring that is small, to say the least, you've got to think outside the box. Coach Seidel, you deserve so much credit for so many things. The Varsity S Club that you created and have a strong hand in, and now this. Well done, my friend. Just absolutely well done.
Well, think of that right there. So you said there's 85, right?
Yep.
And he's sending that out 7 through 11. That's 5 grades, 85 kids. I mean, that's a little over, 10 kids a grade. I mean, that's insane.
8 through 11. Remember, 8 through 11. So.
Oh, so you're down to 4. So, okay. Even, wow. 20 kids a grade, that you're hoping can maybe come out. And if he gets half of them, he'd be ecstatic if he got half of them. And this is numbers the other day. Like, he was joking about me and 30 kids in my study hall. And he goes, I'm being serious. Like, that's a graduating class at our place.
This is the humility of him, though, Paul. Thanks, guys. It's never about him. It's all about the kids. That's a winning culture. He's trying to build that winning culture because it's all about the kids. Not too far from what we're trying to do. So it's guys like Coach Seidel. It's coaches like that are making an impact for the next generation of kids, next generation of leaders, all that. So that is my.
Be careful that he doesn't get recruited somewhere else. Better enjoy it while he can.
You know what? He's a Sebring guy through and through. I'd never put words in his mouth and say that he'd stay forever, but I know from talking to him, it would take the perfect opportunity to pull him away from Sebring in Trojan country. So it'd be very interesting. Yeah, he's ready to go. Let's go. If there's ever even a little Mose, he's playing for coach. I love it. I love it. We're already setting up people for Sebring's next program. I love it. All right, guys, that is going to do it. Again, games on the network tonight. We will update our live as they come in. Cheney and Mooney down tonight, unfortunately, so that's one less that we will have in our coverage plan. However, that leaves us with still over 10 games that we will be out and about for. And we also have wrestling as well, so that's going on right now. Final thoughts, anybody? Have
Get
a good
out
weekend.
there, everybody. Support these kids. Watch these games.
Support
Till
these
1 o'clock
announcers,
tomorrow.
too.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos is a scumbag.
All right, we'll see you guys later. See you on Monday, Power Hour, 3